Welcome to our play Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. Julius Caesar was a real person who was born in 100 BC. That's 100 years before Jesus. At that time, Rome was a democracy. Well, it was a democracy for rich, free men, and many of them were in the Senate, which made the laws. The Roman Senate had been in existence for over 800 years, way longer than any other democracy that ever existed. It was the most successful democratic government ever. Caesar was a senator who led a Roman army in conquering much of Europe, including what is now France, Germany, and the southern half of England. He also conquered parts of Asia and North Africa. He was one of the greatest military leaders ever, and he controlled an army that was undefeated in his time. He sent many riches home to Rome, and many lands paid annual tribute to Rome, which made Rome rich. When Caesar was ready to return home to Rome, the Senate passed a law saying it was illegal for him to cross the Rubicon River. But Caesar ignored that and crossed it anyways. A leading senator named Pompey took his own army out in battle to meet Caesar in the battlefield. And in the ensuing war, Pompey was killed. Our play begins when Caesar is returning to Rome. The people of Rome are excited to see him. So are his best friends, Brutus and Mark Antony. Senator Brutus is considered to have the most integrity in all of Rome, but many of the other senators are afraid that Caesar would want too much power and may want to become king.
No man's a jester playing Shakespeare, flying through the floor, while the jugglers had his hands upon the ground. The humans roar, and sooner or later, everybody's kingdom must end. And I'm so afraid that you courtiers cannot become best friends. Caesar's had your troubles, widows had to cry, while mercenaries in cloisters sing, and the king must die. Some men are better staying sailors, take my word and go, but tell the ostler that his name was the very first they chose. And if my hands are stained forever, and the altar should refuse me, would you let me in? Would you let me in? Would you let me in? Should I cry sanctuary? No man's a jester playing Shakespeare, while the juggler sat his hands upon the ground the humans war. And sooner or later, everybody's kingdom must end. And I'm so afraid that you courtiers cannot become best friends. Caesar's had your troubles, widows had to cry, while mercenaries in cloisters sing, and the king must die. The king is dead, the king is dead, the king is dead, the king is dead. Long live the king.
Caesar! Caesar! Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar! 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 Caesar!
Get you home, you idle preachers! Speak, what trade are you?
Why, sir, carpenter.
Where's your leather apron and ruler?
Ruler, I come to see Julius Caesar. He killed Pompey and now goes to Rome.
Caesar!
You, my lady, what trade are you?
Truly, sir, I am but as you would say, a cobbler, a mender of bad souls. Hey.
A cobbler, are you?
Truly, sir, I am a surgeon to old shoes. When they are in grave danger, I recover them. Recover them.
Why are you not in your shop today? Why do you leave these men about the streets?
Truly, sir, to wear out their shoes and get myself into more work. But indeed, sir, we come to Praise Caesar and rejoice in his triumph.
Caesar! What for rejoice? What conquests bring you home? What tributaries follow him to Rome? To grace and captain bond his chariot wheels. You blocks, you stones, you worse than senseless things. Knew you not Pompey? Many times often have you climbed the walls and battlements and towers and windows, yea, the chimney tops, to see the great Pompey pass the streets of Rome. And when you saw his chariot but appeal, did you not, with a universal shout, so loud that the river Tiber trembled neath her banks? And do you now call out a holiday? And do you now put on your best attire? And do you now strew flowers in his way that comes over the triumph of Pompey's blood? You fools, be gone! Run to your houses, fall to your knees, pray to the gods to intermit this plague that needs most light on this ingratitude. Hail Caesar!
Mark Antony.
Caesar, my lord.
It's good to see you, my old friend Mark Antony.
It's good to have you back in Rome.
Caesar! Who calls?
Let every voice be still.
Who in the crowd calls upon Caesar? Speak, I am turned to hear.
Caesar.
What man is that?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Fellow, come from the crowd. Look upon Caesar.
What say you now? Speak once again.
Beware the eyes of March, Caesar.
He is a dreamer. Leave him. Pass.
Brutus, I do observe you now of late. I have not from your eyes that gentleness and show of love as I once did have.
Vexed I am. Of passions I share only with myself. I forget the shows of love to other men.
Tell me, good Brutus, can you see your face?
No, Cassius, not without a mirror.
And it is very much lamented, Brutus, that you have no such mirror as would show your hidden worthiness into your own eye. For I have heard were many of the best respected Romans, except immortal Caesar. Speaking of Brutus, in groaning underneath this age's yoke, have wished that the noble Brutus had his eyes.
Into what dangers would you lead me to, Cassius?
I, your mirror, will discover unto yourself that of yourself which you yet not know of. Then be not suspicious of me, gentle Brutus.
What means this shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Ah, do you fear it? Then must I think that you would not have it so?
I would not, yet I love him well. But wherefore would you hold me here so long? What do you impart to me? If it ought be for the general good, for set honor in one eye and death in the other. For I love honor more than I fear death.
Well, honor is the subject of my story. I know not what you and other men think of this life, but as for my single self, I had as live, not be as lie, to be in awe of something as I myself. I was born free as Caesar. So were you. We both have fed as well, and we both can endure the winter's cold as well as he. Ah, for once upon a raw and gusty day,
the river tide were chafing at her shores. Caesar says to me, "Dare you, Cassius, now leap in with me into this angry flood and swim to yonder point? Upon the word, fully dressed as I was, I plunged in and bade him follow. So indeed he did. But ere before we could reach the point proposed, Caesar cried out, 'Help me, Cassius, or I sink.' Then bore I from the waves of Tiber the tired Caesar. And now this man has become a god, and Cassius but a wretched creature that must bend his body if Caesar but carelessly nod at him."
Another general shout. I do fear these applauses are for some new honors that are heaped on Caesar.
Why, man? He does bestride this narrow world like a colossus, and us petty men walk underneath his huge legs, peeping out to find ourselves dishonorable graves. But men are the masters of their own fates. The fault, dear Brutus, lay not in our stars, but in ourselves, if we are underlings.
What you have said, I will consider. What you have to say, I will with patience hear. Till then, my noble friend, chew upon this. Brutus had rather be a commoner than to call himself a son of Rome and live under these harsh conditions as time like to lay upon us.
I am glad that my weak words have struck with thus much fire from Brutus.
Caesar's return.
As they pass by, pluck Casca by the sleeve, and he will, after his sour fashion, tell us what has preceded of worthy yoke today.
I will do so. But look, you Cassius, an angry glow does grow on Caesar's brow.
Mark Antony,
Tell us of his master.
Caesar. Let me have men about me that are fat. Young Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He is not dangerous. He is but a noble woman.
Were he any fatter, but I fear him not. Yet, if my name was liable to fear, I do not know the man I should avoid. So soon as that, spare Cassius. He's a great observer. He looks quite through the deeds of men. He hears no music. He loves no plays as you do, Mark Antony. Seldom he smiles. And therefore, he is very dangerous.
You plucked me by the cloak. Would you speak with me?
Hey, Casca, tell us what has chanced today that Caesar looks so mad.
Why, there was a crown offered him, and being offered him, he put it by with the back of his hand. And then the people all fell a shouting.
What was the second noise for?
Why, for that too.
Was it offered thrice?
Yeah, for that too. The third time.
Who offered him the crown?
Why, Mark Antony.
Tell us the manner of it, gentle Casca.
I saw Mark Antony offer him a crown, and as I told you, he put it by. But for all that, to my thinking, he would rather have had it. They offered it to him again, and he put it by again, but to my thinking, he was very loath to lay his fingers off it. They offered it to him a third time, and he put it by a third time, and still he refused it. The rabblemen hooted and clapped their hands and threw up their sweaty nightcaps and offered such a great deal of stinking breath that it almost choked Caesar. For Caesar swooned and fell down in the street and foamed at the mouth. And for my part, I durst not laugh for fear of opening opening my lips and having the foul odors come in.
But, soft, I pray you. What did Caesar swarm?
He fell down in the marketplace, foamed at the mouth, and was speechless.
This very much like he has the falling sickness. No. Caesar has it not. But you and I, in honest Casca, we have the falling sickness.
I know not what you mean by that, but I am sure that Caesar fell down, and if the ragtag people did not clap him and hiss him, as they do the actors in a theater, then I'm no true man.
And after that, he came.
When he came to himself again, he said, if he had done or said anything amiss, he desired their worships to think it was his infirmity. 3 or 4 wenches cried, alas, good soul, and forgave him with all their hearts. I think if he had stabbed their mothers, they would have done no different.
So they forgive him.
And after that, he came thus sadly away.
Okay. Let's go.
Cicero?
Did Cicero say anything?
Yeah. He spoke some Greek.
To what effect?
I don't know, but those who understood him smiled at one another, but as for me, it was Greek to me. Very well.
What a blunt fellow this is. If you wish to speak to me tomorrow, come to me. Come see me. I will do so. Until then, think of this world. Well, Brutus, you are noble. Yet, I see your honorable metal may be rot. For who is so firm that they could not be seduced? I will this night in at his windows throw, as if coming from several citizens, writings, all tending to the great opinion which Rome holds of his name, wherein obscurely Caesar's ambition shall be hinted at. And then let Caesar make himself secure, for we will shake him, or worst days endure.
Good evening, Casca. Don't you see the home? Why are you breathless? Why is stirring you so?
Are you not moved when all the sway of the earth shakes like a thing infirm? Oh, Cicero, I have seen tempests when the scolding winds have rived the oaks, and I have seen the ambitious ocean swell and foam, but never have I seen a tempest dropping fire. Oh, either there is civil strife in heaven, or else the world, too saucy for the gods, incenses them to send destruction on us.
Why? Saw you anything more wonderful?
A common man, you know him well by sight, held up his hand, and it did flame and burn like 20 torches, and yet his hand remained unscorched. And then I met outside the Capitol a lion who glared upon me and went surly by. And there were women, transformed with their fear, who swore they saw a man of fire walk through the streets. And I believe these are portentous things.
Indeed, it is a strange disposed time, but men may construe things after their fashion, think for the purpose of a king themselves. Comes Caesar to look after them tomorrow?
He does, for he did bid Mark Antony should send word to you that he would be there tomorrow.
Good night then, Casca. This is service guy is not to walk in.
Oh, farewell, Cicero. Oh, ah, oh.
Who's there?
A Roman.
Ah, Casper, by your voice.
Your ear is good, Cassius. What a night is this?
A very pleasing night, to be honest men.
But who ever knew the heavens to menace so?
Why, those who have known this world so full of faults. If you will but consider the true cause. Why all these fires? Why all these gliding ghosts? Why old men, children, and fools are amazed? Why these things change themselves from their ordinance to a monstrous quality? Why, you shall find that heaven has infused them with these spirits to be instruments of fear and warning onto some monstrous state. Now, could I, Casca, name to you a man most like this dreadful night that lightens, thunders, opens graves, in wars as does the lion in the Capitol? A man no better than you and I in personal action, yet prodigious grown, and fearful as these strange eruptions are?
It's Caesar that you mean, is it not, Cassius?
Let it be who it is.
Indeed, they say the senators tomorrow mean to establish Caesar as king, and he shall wear a crown on sea and land.
Then I know why I should wear this dagger then. But, oh grief, where have you led me? Perhaps I speak to a willing bondsman.
You speak to Casca, and to such a man that is no fleering telltale. Hold my hand. Be speedy for redress of all these griefs, and I will set my foot so far as who goes farthest.
Ah, there's a bargain made. Now know you, Casca, I have moved already some of the noblest minded Romans to undergo with me an enterprise of honor, dangerous consequence. And I know by this they wait for me. There is no walking or stir in the night, for the conditions of the elements are just like the work we have at hand. Most bloody, most fire, and most terror.
Stand close a while. Here comes someone in haste.
Ah, he's a friend. Sinner, where haste you so?
Find out you. Who's this, Metellus Cimber?
No, this is Casper, one incorporated to our endeavors.
In that case, I'm glad on. What a fearful night this is. 2 or 3 of us have seen strange sights. Please, O Cassius, tell me, if you could but win the noble Brutus to our party.
Be you content, good sinner. Now look you, take this. Lay it upon the Senate chair where Brutus may find it. And take this. Throw it in at his window. Take this. Set it up with wax upon old Brutus' statue.
Clever man, I will.
Oh. Come. Caesar sits so high in all the people's hearts, and that which would appear offense in us, with Brutus and the rest, shall be considered virtue and worthiness.
Come, Casca. We'll see Brutus tonight at his home. 3 parts of the man are ours already, and the rest upon our next encounter.
Yeah.
What? Lucius, come. I cannot, by the progress of the stars, give guess how near today. Lucius, I say, awake to sleep so soundly.
Called you, my lord?
Yes, give me a candle in my study. When it is lighted, meet me here.
I will, my lord.
It must be by his death that for the general I know no personal cause to spurn him. He might be crowned. How that might change his nature. So he may. And he may. There's the question. The abuse of greatness is when it disjoins remorse from power. That's going to change his nature. If that's the case, prevent. Therefore, think of him as a serpent in the shell, as a serpent's egg, which hatch would grow mischievous. Therefore, kill him in the shell.
The candle burned in your office, sir. Searching the window for a flint, I found this paper, dust sealed up, and I'm sure it wasn't there when I went to bed.
Okay, get you to bed again, lad. It is not day. Is tomorrow not the Ides of 15?
I know not, sir.
Check the calendar, bring me word.
I will.
Brutus, you sleep. Awake. Brutus, I say. Speak, redress. Brutus, awake. Lucius.
Sir, March is now past 15 days.
'Tis good. Somebody knocks. Since Cassius first wept me against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the thought of a dreadful thing and the first motion, the interim is all like a nature that gives sight to an insurrection.
Sir, this is Senator Cassius at the door who does decide to see you.
Is he alone?
No, there's others with him.
Do I know them?
No, their faces are covered.
Let him enter.
Good morrow, Brutus. Do we trouble you?
No, I have been awake all night, up this hour. Know I these men that came along with you.
Yes, every one of them. And no one here but honors you. And everyone does wish that you had the great opinion of yourself, which every noble Roman holds of you. This is Trebonius.
He is welcome, Israel.
This is Metellus Semper.
He is welcome too.
This Casca, this Cinna.
They're all welcome. Give me your hands. Hey.
And let us swear our resolution.
No, not an oath. If not the faith of men and the sufferance of our souls were time's abuse. If these motives be weak, break off right now, and every man go to his idle bed. But if these, as I am sure they do, bear fire enough to kindle cowards and to still with valor the hearts of women, then we need not an oath. What other word than the secret word of Romans?
But what of Cicero? Should we sound him? I do believe he will stand very strong with us.
Let us not leave him out.
No, by no means.
Oh, let us have him, for his silver hairs will purchase us a good opinion, and by men's voices to commend our deeds. It shall be said, his judgment ruled our hands.
Oh, who would never follow another thing that another man followed.
Then leave him out.
Ah, he is not fit.
It's time to part.
Shall no man else be killed but Caesar?
Ah, well erred, sinner. I think it is not meet that Mark Antony, so well beloved by Caesar, shall outlive Caesar. We will find in him a shrewd contriver, which, to prevent, let Antony and Caesar fall together.
The course will seem too bloody, noble Cassius. To hack the head, to kill the head and hack the limbs. Think Antony, nothing. He is nothing but a limb of Caesar. Think not of him, Cassius. We must kill Caesar, and he must die alone. Let's carve him as a dish fit for the kings, not as a carcass for the hounds. We must be called sacrificers and not murderers.
Yet I still fear him.
Never fear him. If he be so resolved, I can oversway him. For he loves to hear that unicorns may be betrayed with trees and bears with glasses and men with flatters. But when I tell him he hates flatters, he says he does. Being then the most flattered, let me one, and I will bring him to the capital.
Caius Ligarius does bear Caesar hard. I wonder if any of you thought of him.
He's sick in bed, but I'm sure he'll join with us.
Send him here. I'll talk to him.
The morning has come upon us. We will leave you now, Brutus. And gentlemen, disperse yourselves. But all remember what you have said here today, and show yourselves to be true Romans.
And good morrow to you, everyone.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, what mean you? Wherefore rise you now?
You have ungently, Brutus, stole from my bed. And yesternight at supper you suddenly arose and walked about musing and sighing with your arms across. And when I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks. I urged you further, then you scratched your head and too impatiently stamped with your foot. Yet I insisted, yet you answered not, but with an angry waft of your hand gave sign for me to leave you, so I did, hoping it was but an effect of humor, which sometime hath this hour with every man. It will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep, and could it work so much upon your shape as it hath much prevailed on your condition, I should not know you, Brutus. Dear my lord, make me acquainted with your cause of grief.
I am not well in health, that is all.
Brutus is wise, and were he not in health, he would embrace the means to come by it.
Why, so I do, good Portia.
Is Brutus sick? And is it sensible to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What, is Brutus sick? And will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the vile contagion of the night to add unto his sickness? No, my Brutus, you have some sick offense within your mind, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know of. And upon my knees, I charm you by my once commended beauty, by all your vows of love, and that great vow which did incorporate and make us one, that you unfold to me yourself, your half. Why, you are heavy. And what men tonight have had to resort to you who did hide their faces even from darkness?
Kneel not, gentle Portia.
I should not need if you were gentle, Brutus. Within the bond of marriage, tell me, Brutus, is it expected I should know no secrets that appertain to you? Am I yourself but as it were in sort or limitation to keep with you at meals, comfort your bed, and talk to you sometimes? Dwell I but in the suburbs of your good pleasure? If it be no more Portia, is Brutus' harlot, not his wife.
Portia, you are my true and honorable wife.
If this were true, then should I know this secret?
One knocks. Mark, Portia, leave me with haste. Lucius, who's that knocks?
Sir, here's a sick man who wants to speak to you.
Caius Ligarius, good morrow to you.
Ha! I say good morning from my favorite tongue.
Would you were not sick?
Sick? I'm sick of politicking. I'm sick of all this talking and gibberish with no action behind it. I am one of the senators. Disregards the absence at the senators' meetings. I am belligerent, I'm about that action, and I'm ready for war. I am not sick. If Brutus have in hand, any exploit worthy of the name of honor.
Such an exploit have I in hand. Had Ligarius, and healthful ear to hear it.
All the gods of Roman bows before me. I had discarded my sickness out loud. But let me ask you this one question, Brutus. What we gonna do?
A piece of work gotta make sick men whole.
See, my lord, a lot of talking, no action. I told you I'm ready for war. But are not some hoe that we must go make sick?
That must, we also. What it is, my Caius, I shall unfold to thee as we are going to whom it must be done.
Right. I'll follow you. To do I know not what, but it survives. The only you, Brutus, only you can lead me on.
Damn, that's loyalty. You know what? Follow me in.
We on one. Let's go.
We good.
Nor heaven or earth be at peace tonight.
What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not stir out of your house today.
Yet Caesar shall go forth. For these predictions are as general in the world as they are to Caesar.
Caesar, I never countenanced auguries yet, now they frighten me. A lioness hath whelped in the streets, and graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce fiery warriors fight upon the clouds which drizzled blood upon the Capitol, and ghosts have yawned and yielded up their dead. Oh, Caesar, these things are beyond all use, and I do fear them.
As I said, these predictions are general to the world as they are to Caesar.
When beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their death. The veteran takes death but once. Of all the things that I've heard in the world, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, seeing that death, a necessary end, will come when it comes. No, danger knows full well that I, Caesar, am more dangerous than he. We're two lions littered in one day, and I, the elder, am more terrible, and Caesar shall go forth.
Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house and not your own. Will send Mark Antony to the Senate house, and he shall say you are not well today. Let me upon my knee prevail in this.
Okay. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate to say that I'm not well. Oh, look in the courtyard. Here's Metellus. Metellus will tell him so.
Caesar, all hail. Good morning, worthy Caesar. I come to fetch you to the Senate house.
And you couldn't come at a better time. To bear my greetings to the Senate and tell them I will not come. Cannot is false, and I shall not falter. Tell the Senate that I will not come today, Metellus. Go.
Say he is sick.
Shall Caesar send a lie? Metellus, tell them I will not come.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause. Least I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is my will. I will not come. That is enough to satisfy the Senate. As a matter of fact, you're my good friend. I'll tell you. And because I love you. My wife here, my beautiful wife, Calpurnia, stays me at home. She dreamed. She saw my statue, which like a fountain spouted 100 spouts, and it did run pure blood. And many robust Romans came to bathe their hands in it, smiling. She applies this as warnings, portents, and an evil imminent, and has begged me upon her knee that I stay at home.
This dream is all a misinterpreted. It was a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue, spouting blood in many pipes in which so many smiling Romans bathed, signified that from you, great Rome shall gain reviving blood, and that great men shall come to form a blood bond with your eminence. This, by Calpurnia's dream, is signified.
And with that, you have well expounded it.
I have, and I know it now. The Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you should send them word you would not come, their minds may change. Besides, it were a mock for some to say, break up the Senate until another time, when Caesar's wife shall meet with better dreams. If Caesar hides himself, shall they not whisper, lo, Caesar is afraid. Pardon me, Caesar, for my dear, dear love to you bids me tell you this.
How foolish does your dream seem now, Calpurnia? I'm ashamed that I did yield to them. I will go. Here's Cassius to fetch me to the Senate house.
Good morrow, Caesar.
Cassius, good morrow. Good to see you. Oh, Brutus, Portia let you out the house today? Casca, Caius Ligarius. My bad for having you guys wait. I thank you. Cassius, be near me so that I may speak to you.
I will, Caesar. And so near will I be that your best friends shall wish I had been further.
Good friends, like friends, we will straight go together.
And every like is not the same. O Caesar, O Caesar, the heart of Brutus grieves to think upon.
Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca. Have an eye to Cinna. Matthias Cimber, trust not Trombonius. Matthias Cimber loves you not. You have wronged Caius Ligarius. There is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. If you be not immortal, look about you. The mighty gods defend you. Your friend, Armadeus. If you read this, O Caesar, you may live. If not, fates with traitors do contrive.
Now, Lucius, run to the Senate house and bring me word what he does say. Stay not to answer me, but get you gone. Why do you stay?
To know my errand, madam.
O Constancy, be strong upon my side. I've a man's mind, but a woman's might.
What should I do? Run to the capital and nothing else? And so return to you and nothing else?
Yes, bring me word. Hark! What noise is that?
I hear nothing, madam.
I heard a bustling rumor like a fray, and the wind brings it from the capital.
Truth, madam? I hear nothing.
Come hither, fellow! Come. Which way have you been?
At my own house, good lady.
Is Caesar yet gone to the capital?
Not yet, madame. I shall go find to beseech him on the capital and watch him pass. I will watch him and befriend him to beat you seven.
Why, know you any harm intended towards him?
Not yet, none that I know of may chance.
I grow faint. Lucius, commend me to my lord. Bring me word what he does say, and come to me again.
Mark Antony. Caesar. The eyes of the marshal have come.
I see, but not let alone.
Hail Caesar! Read this letter, for it's a suit that touches Caesar near. Read it, great Caesar.
What touches ourselves shall be last served.
Delay not, Caesar. Read it instantly.
What, is this fellow mad?
Sirrah, good place.
What urgent petitions in the street? Come to the capital.
I wish of enterprise to them in time.
What enterprise, Cicero?
Very well, dear friend.
What said Cicero?
He wished today that our enterprise might strive. Be cautious, Casca, for we fear prevention. Brutus, what should be done?
Look how he makes the Caesar. Mark him.
Ah, Trebonius knows his time. For look you, Brutus, he moves Mark Antony out of the way.
Casca, you are the first that raised your hand.
What is now amiss that Caesar and the Senate must address?
Most high, most mighty, most powerful Caesar, Metellus Simba throws before your seat a humble heart.
I must prevent you, Simba. For your brother Publius Cimbus is by decree banished.
Caesar, you do me wrong.
Caesar does no wrong except with just cause.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repelling of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand and do desire that Publius Cimber have an immediate freedom of repeal. What, Brutus?
As low as to thy foot, this Cassius fall, to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
I could be well moved if I were as you, but I'm as constant as the northern star, whose true, fixed, and resting quality is like no other fellow in the firmament. Sure, the sky is painted with unnevered sparks, and they all are fire, and they all do shine. But there is one who holds his position, unassailably holds his rank, unshaked of motion, and I am he. Let me show it even little in this, that I am constant, Publius Cimber should be banished, and constant do I remain.
Oh, Caesar.
Speak hands for me.
No!
Et tu, Brutus.
Liberty, freedom,
Liberty,
Liberty, freedom,
Stoop, Roman, stoop!
enfranchisement.
Stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords, and walk forth even to the marketplace, and waving our red hands over our head, and scream, peace, liberty, freedom!
Stoop then and wash. How many ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over? In states unborn, in accents unknown.
How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport? Now that on Roman soil lies no worthier than dust.
So oft shall that be. So oft shall the lots of us be called the men that gave their country liberty.
But here comes Anthony. Anthony, welcome.
Almighty Caesar, do you lie so low? Or are your mighty conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils, brought to such little measure? Fare you well. I know not else, gentlemen, what else you intend, or else is to be put to death, or else is rank. But if it is I, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, and no instrument half as worth the one made rich with the most noblest blood of all this world.
Oh, Anthony, beg not your death of us. Although we must appear bloody and cruel, yet see our hands. Our hearts are full with pity, and you can't see them. Look at the bleeding business they have done. But look for the general wrong of wrong. We will get it together. For your part, Mark Antony, our hearts do receive you with kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the naming of new dignities.
Ha. Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, and till we have appeased the multitude and beside themselves with fear. And then we will deliver you the cause that I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus, I shall shake with you. Caius Cassius, do I shake with you? And Kaiser Gary, yours. And yours will tell us. And Senna, yours. My valiant Castor, yours. And last but not least in love, Labonius, yours. Gentlemen all, at last, what shall I say? My credit must stand on such shaky ground that you may perceive me in one or two ways, as either a flatterer or a coward. That I did love Caesar, 'tis is true, and if his spirit could look down upon me and see his Anthony making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of his foes in the presence of the most noblest corpse. Oh, pardon me, Julius. Here you brave heart, and here you failed, and here your butcher stand.
Mark Anthony.
Pardon me, Caius Cassius, for the enemies of Caesar will say this, but in a friend, it is but brute honesty.
I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you two have with us? Should we count you a number of our friends, or should we go on and not depend on you?
Therefore I took you all hand, and now I was swayed from the point to where I see Caesar land here. But friends, I am with you all, and I love you all. And upon this hope, I ask that you will render me reasons as to why Caesar was dangerous.
Or else this were a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of regard that you, Mark Antony, the son of Caesar, shall be satisfied.
That is all I seek, and also that as a friend, that I may speak in the order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, the what? You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak at the funeral. Know you not how much the people may be moved by that which he may utter?
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first, and give reasons of our Caesar's death. It shall advance us more than do us harm.
I know not what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, you shall not in your funeral speech blame us. Instead, speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by our permission. Else shall you have no hand at all about his funeral.
I do seek no more.
Prepare the body. Follow.
Freedom!
Freedom! Freedom! Freedom! Liberty! Freedom! Yeah!
Oh, pardon me, you bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. You are the ruins of the most noblest man that ever lived in the tides of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood over the wounds, now do I prophesy. A curse shall light upon the limbs of man. Domestic fury, silver with strife, shall cumber all the parts of Italy. And Caesar's spirit, raging with revenge, shall, in these confines, with a monarch voice, cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. That this foul deed shall smell above the earth, and men shall be begging for Curion and begging for burial.
We will be satisfied! We will be satisfied! We will be satisfied!
Give me and public reason shall be made of Caesar's death.
I will hear Brutus speak.
Peace! The noble Brutus has ascended.
Romans, countrymen, and friends, hear me for my cause, and be silent, that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor, and believe for my honor. Have respect to my honor, that you may believe. Censor me in your wisdom, and awake your senses, that you may be the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to whom I say that Brutus's love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but that I love Rome more.
Yeah!
Had you rather had Caesar were living and die all slaves?
No.
Than to be free in the Commonwealth? As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. But as he was fortunate, I rejoice at it.
Yeah.
As he was valiant, I honor him.
Yeah.
But as he was ambitious, I slew him.
Yeah.
There are tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base that will be a bondman? If any, speak, for him have I offended. Who is here so rude that will not be a Roman? If any, speak, for him have I offended. Who is here so vile that will not love his country? If any, speak, for him have I offended.
None.
I pause for a reply.
None.
Then none have I offended. Here is Mark Antony. Those who had no hand in Caesar's death shall render the benefits of his dying, to be free in the Commonwealth. Which of you shall not? With this I depart, that as I slew my best friend for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself, when it shall please my country to need my death. My countrymen, good countrymen, stay here with Antony and hear his speech, tending to Caesar's glories, which is Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make.
It's best he speaks no.
Peace. Let us hear what Antony can say.
Caesar was a tyrant!
Peace now.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them, but the good is often entered in their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus has told you he was ambitious. If it were so, it was at a gravest fault. And grievously, Caesar has paid for it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, so are they all honorable men. I come to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man.
Yeah.
He has brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general's coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Did, when the poor have cried, Caesar has wept, ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. Yet Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see in the marketplace. I thrice presented him with a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Is this ambition?
No.
Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man, and I do not speak to disprove what Brutus has spoke. But here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once without cause. What cause would hold you then to mourn for him? O judgment, you are fled to brutish beast. And men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin, there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Methinks there is much to his saying.
Caesar has had great wrong.
He will not take the crown? Since that sounds like his best.
There is not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Yeah.
Oh, masters, if I were to dispose you to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who we all know are honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his office. It is his will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not intend to read. And they would go and kiss the dead Caesar's wounds and dip their napkins in his most sacred blood.
We will hear the will, Mark Antony.
The will.
Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not fit, you know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood, you are not stone, but men. And being man and hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. It's good you do not know you are all his heirs. For if you should, oh, what good will come of it?
The will, read the will.
You should read us the will.
I fear I wrong the honorable man, whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it.
There were traitors, honorable men.
The
will, the testament.
Murderers, villains, read the will.
You will compel me to read it then.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have tears, prepare to share them. You did all know this mantle. This mantle, I remember the first time Caesar ever put it on. In this place ran Cassius' dagger through. And what the envious casket made. And though the well-beloved Brutus stabbed, for Brutus, as we all know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, O you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindliest cut of them all. For when the noble Caesar saw him stab, in gratitude, more strong than the arms of the traitor's arms, quite vanquished him and burst his mighty heart. In this mantle, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall there was. And then I fell, and then you fell, and then we all fell. And bloody treason flourished over all of Italy.
Oh, piteous spectacle.
Oh, noble Caesar!
Oh, woeful day.
Oh, traitors, villains!
Almost bloody
Revenge!
sight.
Stay, countrymen!
Seek, burn, kill!
We will revenge his death.
That gave good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs they have at last, I do not know. They are wise and honorable men, and will no doubt give you reasons as to why they did this. Friends, I come not to steal away your hearts. I am no order as Brutus. As you all know me, a plain, blunt man that loved his friend, and they all know full well that gave me public leave to speak of him. I only speak right on. I tell you that which you yourselves do know, show you sweet Caesar's wounds, and bid them speak for me. But were I Brutus and Brutus Antony, there were an Antony would ruffle up your spirits and put a tongue in every wound. And Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise to mutiny.
Mutiny! We'll burn the house of Brutus.
Yet hear me, countryman. Yet hear me speak.
We'll hear him. We'll follow him. We'll die with him.
Why, friends, you have forgot about the will I told you
The
of.
will! Bring the will!
Here's the will. Under seal of Caesar, to every Roman man, he gives, to every single man, 75 drachmas.
Yes.
Oh, Romeo Caesar will revenge his death.
Here with me, patience. Moreover, he has left you all his land, his private arbors, newly planted orchards on this side of the river.
Only.
He has left them to you and to your heirs forever.
Yes.
Here was Caesar. When comes another?
Never come away. We'll burn the house and we'll burn his body in the holy place, and with the brands we'll fire the traitors' houses.
Go, fetch fire.
Traitor!
Get my sword to you.
Now let it work. Mischief is at afoot.
No, it's a march of past, Mark Anthony. It's up to you, man.
If she were lost across the seas, I would search the ocean upon the breeze. If she were lost across the heavens, I would search star by star until I found her presence. I can read the pain in her past just by seeing her face. Yet she ages like fine wine in a glass. Oh, how sweet she tastes. No. I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things unlucky filled my fantasy. I know not why I wander outdoors, but yet something leads me forth.
What is your name?
Whither are you going?
Where do you dwell?
Answer every man truly.
I am briefly.
I am wisely.
I am directly. For your best.
Directly, I'm going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or as an enemy?
As a friend.
That matter is answered directly.
Briefly, your dwelling.
Briefly, I dwell by the capital.
Your name, sir, truly.
Truly, my name is Cinna.
Tear him to pieces, he's a conspirator.
No, Cinna the poet.
Tear him to pieces.
Name still Cinna. Pluck Buddy's name out. Tear him. Tear him.
I'm the conspirator, I'm the poet.
Tear him.
You read it.
Slay.
After Caesar's murder, as Mark Antony predicted, civil war broke out. All of the senators who plotted to kill Caesar died in the fighting. Caesar's nephew, Octavius, became the emperor of Rome, and the Senate was no more. 800 years of democratic government was destroyed. For Brutus, Cassius, and the others, right to kill Caesar Was it really in the best interest of Rome and the Roman people? Is political murder ever justified? Does anyone really ever win? Thank you for coming to our play, Julius Caesar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a few minutes for some question and answers. So does anybody in our audience have a question or comment for our cast?
Yeah, I got a question. How did it feel performing in front of your peers?
Nervous.
Yeah.
No less. For me, honestly, it was a little more assuring than I thought. It was like, okay, these are my people. They came to support us. Let us give y'all what y'all came for, man. We thank y'all for this.
Give them a round of applause. Thank y'all for
My name is O'Kelly. Y'all did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Little. This was amazing. I appreciate you guys for doing this. This is the first time I've even seen something with Julius Caesar or William Shakespeare in general. You guys put on an amazing play, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Old as Caesar.
400 years.
About
400 years.
About old as Caesar. About 400 years old.
1599.
1599.
Bananas.
My name's Solano. At first I wasn't going to come. I signed up. Never even heard about it. Never seen nothing like this in my life. Y'all, I'm grateful that I showed up. Got to see all you gentlemen do this, man. Y'all put a spark in my heart, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
And thank you for letting us outsiders come in. It was a real treat.
Thank you for
Back to more.
Philip White.
Bill, White, first and foremost, all you gentlemen, everybody else proud of yourself. Sure. Where we come from, this is something that we probably would never plan on doing ever in our life. So I just want to show you proud of yourself, getting out of y'all comfort zone, regardless of naysayers or anything, and treating us as an opportunity to see you guys from a great performance. You should be proud of yourself.
Say every single man in this group, this was their very first time doing Shakespeare. Have any of you ever been in a play before?
In kindergarten.
Have any of you ever seen a Shakespeare play before?
No.
Right, absolute newcomers. And I just want to ask you all, what about this program surprised you? Or what did you learn from the program that maybe you thought you didn't think you were going to learn at the beginning?
It surprised me that I could memorize all those lines, so I didn't know that I had that capability. So it taught me something about myself. I appreciate that.
For me, it was the community that was built around this play, and it was like the vulnerability that everybody offered when they came, and that kind of made me more comfortable and made me appreciate this opportunity. And I also would like to thank everybody that took the time out of their day to come enjoy this. We appreciate it. Definitely.
It makes me value actors more. I didn't know how difficult it was, but as we started practicing, it started getting easier and easier. Although we're still learning, I know we'll get better next time. Thank you.
The thing that I liked the most was, as you can see, all different ethnicities, we came together as one. And that's the thing, that's the love about it. All like she said, this is all of our first times. You know what I mean? Remembering lines, doing what we have to do, and coming together as one, and that's appreciative of everything. Yeah.
It just helped me also to come out of isolation to fulfill a character project. And
just want to say thank you for encouragement and everything. I appreciate it.
Do you have any advice to anybody that may be sketchy about signing up or getting out of their comfort zone?
Come on, come on, let's go. Come on. We got you.
It's no real way to answer that. You gotta just do it. You won't know if you can do it till you actually really do it. You know what I'm saying? Because man, it take courage, of course. You know what I'm saying? To get up here, be amongst your peers. Obviously, we not this when we out there. Just being able to be vulnerable and tapping into another character, something outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And being able to dive into that, and then once you've been able to dissect that, being able to perform that, and giving that to the people and letting them see, the audience see what you saw in that character. And you'll be surprised what you can do. Like Leslie said, this all was our first time. None of us had experience at doing it. And I think the first thing, just to go back to answer your question, is start by just saying yes.
Yep.
And if you say yes to one thing, say yes to another thing, and then you continue to say yes, build upon that.
Yes,
and you'll be up here with your toga on.
You will be supported. You'll be supported.
Hey, now for me though, you know what I'm saying? I kept seeing it on the board though, you know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm like, damn, that might be kind of inspirating, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, what the homies gonna think about? Yeah, and I was like, man, I said, I've been speaking on changing my life, you know what I'm saying, and doing things better. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go and step out there, you know what I'm saying? And if my homies see me, you know what I'm saying, they see me do a half-ass good job or something, you know what I'm saying, they might want to come and join. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about, man. We coming out of our comfort zone, man, and really living. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to do a lot of playing when we was kids coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. I'm like, man, this is my time to play around with something. You know what I'm saying? And be a character. You know what I'm saying? And just basically just come out my shell, man. Because I'm kind of a reserved person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh shit, that just might push me to where, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna be annoying because I'm being everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, man, just take a chance on yourself, man, and you'll see that these doors gonna open up for you.
All right.
Real quick, for me it was taking off that mask, right? For me it was taking off that mask and being yourself. In here, we put this mask on and pretend to be something we're not. We didn't grow up being gang members or wanting to come to prison. Nobody wanted to be that. So this allowed me to be myself. And until you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, you will never grow. So make sure you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. That way you will continue to grow. That's all I got.
Let me add something onto that. Leslie had us do an exercise. When you're by yourself and in the cell, try introducing yourself in 3 different ways. With the gesture. Try that out and then
Just
sign
ask
up.
Ryan about it. He'll show you how it's done.
Go ahead, it ain't little.
So it can be for anybody that's up here, at least listening to we're going over the actual story. How did that relate to you guys and how you guys interpret it and actually playing?
I'm glad you asked that, because this is probably the best self-help you can get. For me, I see how the gang criminal life, all the plots, the betrayal, it just happened. It happened plenty of times way before. And Shakespeare captured it and put it in play form for us to see it. And everybody play it out around the world over and he's probably the most one of the most renowned guys in the world that people do his plays all over different parts of the world. So it kind of connected the dots for me to see from an objective perspective the criminal lifestyle and the betrayal that comes with it. And so I said last night, me and Brutus was talking, Gino, about how the most brutish guy in the hood would be the one everybody listen to, and they'll play along with him as if it's all good, but he's the most foulest guy on the planet or in the neighborhood. But everybody, even his whole family, will just roll with it because he's bringing stuff to the table. And that's what this play showed.
Gino, Brutus, For me personally, it just translates to real life. It's like Cassius, like you say, it's like, dang, you cold. It's like you like cold because you manipulated the whole scenario. I Brutus, being Caesar's best friend, was allowed to be manipulated by Cassius for his own selfish reasons. Whatever intent he had in the end is no different than what we see in real life. It's like you could take a friend who is close to somebody, but then another person would see that and read everything for what it is and manipulate his way into getting what he wants done.
Oh, Adam.
Anybody relate to that?
Cassius wasn't my first choice. when I got him and I started reading over him and really like dissecting this guy, man. I've been in prison over 2 decades and I was like, oh, I know this dude. Like a lot of us have been on the upper levels and stuff like that. Like we know this dude. He's politicking and he's trying to get to the top. He's ambitious. He wants to take the head guy down and he's whispering and doing all the things that we've seen on the actual yard. So that's how I related to him. But while playing him and messing around with it, I had an epiphany, because like she said, this place was, 1595? So
Well,
it's,
things that happened 1,500 years before
yeah.
that.
So 1,500 years ago, we were still doing the same messed up stuff to each other. And, that was just a realization of, how human beings can be the worst sometimes. And that composed with us coming together as a family, this was the best. So, it was real eye-opening, man, and, not to get all Greenpeace or whatever, man, but, love one another. From Cassius, the scandalous one.
My role, I would sit here and say, is Cassius Ligarius. He was a senator as well. But as we related to life, he's the one that's behind the scenes. Like, he lied to his fellow people, like, man, all right, whatever, y'all can talk about politics, whatever y'all want to talk about, hit me when it's time to get in. When it's time to go up, then you call me, and that's when it's time it is. I can relate to that because at the end of the day, that's how I was too. If it ain't about action, please don't hit me up. If it's not real, please don't talk to me. If it's not solid or loyal, please don't get at me. So I kind of related my own personal self to that character. So that's what kind of person he was. So he lied about being sick. He lied about, being a part of the politics because he didn't want to be a part of that. He just wanted to get action to get it at. And I know some of y'all can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? For as our lifetime and commitments, even in, it don't just have to be streets. It can be in the life in the world. You know what I'm saying? But that's what my character was.
Warren, you have a question?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I came so I get a good laugh to see when you guys messed up. But you guys did flawless and it was good and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Camille.
I would just like to thank Leslie, Katie, and Adriana.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say this when you asked about what we brought to the character. My character was small. In my mind, I thought I was Denzel.
There you go.
What resonated with me was the soothsayer constantly warning Caesar. And that's like our lives. How many warnings have we got from our peers and our adults to say, hey man, don't do that. Go down this road. That's a dead end road, but we didn't listen. Caesar didn't listen, and see what happened to the dumbass. But that's basically where we at. We have to start taking heed to those messages and listen to our inner self and stop following somebody else.
I'd like to add one more, right? Another perspective, another different side of it, the roles of the wives. We all can relate to that too. When you got somebody telling you don't do it, and that's Caesar, for instance. Then you got me with Portia, with her saying, what's wrong? I'm here on your side. Let me in. Talk to me. It'll be okay. And you don't grab that hand that's being reached to you. You make irrational decisions. That's the other side of it.
I like to ask by a show of hands, how many people in here in the audience, a woman in your life said, don't go, stay home.
Yeah.
This is a woman.
How many of us didn't listen?
We get it now.
Yeah. But now I just want to say one thing. Man, this play of Julius Caesar, man, this actual incident took place, what, 2,060 years ago, 2,050 years ago or something took place when the actual incident happened, but it was wrote in 1599, and now we're still playing it in 2025. So that means that what happened is still prevalent over thousands of years. You feel what I'm saying? The conniving and the backstabbing and stuff like that. And I think this play resonates more with our situation now, because Caesar, he was killed by the people that he hung with, you feel what I'm saying, that he lived with, that he trusted, you feel what I'm saying, that he, you know, the people who he politic with, he made plans with, you know, that's exactly what happens in prison, you know. Everything that happened to you, any incident that we've been through on the yard is always by the people you live with, the people you work out with, the people you trust, and the people that you call your friends. It's very rarely where it's an outside entity, where it's something else. It's always the people that's close to you or you call that's on your side that take you down, that get you off the yard, or that you're fighting with. You know what I'm saying? And I played a character of Mark Antony, and you see Trebonius, which one is that? Right here, who walked them off. You see that a lot. When the cellie don't want to be involved in what? They walk the cellie off and wait till the cellie at work, or he not around, and then they do, you know, whatever the case be. Like, all this stuff is very prevalent, you know what I'm saying, to our, you know, to our situation, you know, this play. So we can all resonate, you know, to this thing, you know what I'm saying, and find something, some light in it, you know. That's what I'm saying.
So thank you everybody. Let's have one more round of applause for this amazing cast. Sign up for Shakespeare, and we'll see you all again soon.
Yep, sign up.